Kyle on today?
Yeah, I'm on, guys.
Okay.
How's everyone doing?
How are you?
You look blinded.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have a song for that.
He's been so quiet.
I have been. I've just been listening to the conversation.
Oh, boy. And it's so exciting.
Well, you guys got some tough decisions.
But he's trying to say it didn't concern him.
Well, I don't like to stick my head into other people's business, so I'm just patiently waiting.
Okay.
And before we start, I finally, I know it's my bad because I said, I don't know, whenever the last meeting was, we talked about this, that I would contact Laura, and I didn't do it till this afternoon, you guys, and she is out, but I asked her, to reply to Kyle's emails and the position that we were in. If we do select an alternative to the 12-inch line, are we subjecting ourselves? And I spelled out the language of the bond because it really doesn't say 12-inch, but it does specifically say the transmission lines on the west side of town. And I asked her to let us know if we would be opening ourselves up to a legal challenge if we go ahead and select an alternative, have a new public hearing. Can we do that? Or do we have to, if we want to go that route, do we have to do a new bond? So hopefully we'll hear from her in the next couple of days.
What has been your past experience with these situations, Kyle?
I think, fortunately, the way that the bond is written, I think item 5 there in that email that I sent out, I think it really opens you guys up to kind of giving you some flexibility. And that basically said item 5 is a part of the project, the description. It just says the acquisition, construction, and installation of other necessary improvements and additions and betterments to the system. So I kind of interpret that as saying, hey, if there's other things the district sees that would improve the system or improve the district, they could use the bond money to help implement those. And that's kind of my interpretation. And, again, like I kind of said in the email, I'm by no means your bond counsel, and that, I don't think you guys should proceed with just my input on that. But that's, my short and sweet, quick look at it. And I think there's some flexibility there with that regard.
Okay.
And I think you're right as far as adding anything, but I think the legal issue is not doing what we advertised in the bond.
Okay.
So if we did everything and then had money and wanted to add, that number 5 gives us the ability to do that. But
Sure.
It doesn't really address the fact of doing something instead of what we put in the bond language. But we'll see.
No, that's a fair comment. Absolutely. And I mean, I think we're doing the right process, right? We're having these internal discussions now. We've kind of looked at it now. Bond attorney's going to take a look at that and make the ultimate decision, then we'll go from there. So, yeah.
Okay.
Great. So, Kyle, have you been doing any water modeling?
Yes. Yeah, we've done a variety of different water modeling. We're working on another one right now for Post Falls, and then we're currently doing some refinements to Cabinet Mountain Water District's water modeling, just refining some of the alternatives that we looked at. So, yeah, this should fit. We're available to jump in there when you guys give us the green light to do that work.
Okay.
Well, didn't we kind of give you that with our maximum amount that you can spend?
You did, but I think what I'm waiting on, Katie responded in that email saying it would be a reimbursable expense. I think I'm just waiting for one final email just to say, hey, Kyle, based on Katie's email, we feel like we're good to go for you to take a look at that stuff. what I'd rather not do is jump into it and get going. And if I didn't get that final buy off, you guys are kind of scratching your heads. So if you guys are all on the same page and you feel like, yeah, Kyle, it sounds like Katie's supports that being a reimbursable expense, you're good to go. Just a simple email from the board or Jesse would give me that green light and we'll jump on that here ASAP.
I can send out that email right now with approval from the board.
Okay. Yeah.
Wait. I don't agree.
Okay.
No, we've got this issue, and until Laura comes up, I mean,
Yeah, there's no sense in spending money if
no. Yeah,
you have to put in the line anyway.
True.
yeah. No, we need that determination from her, because there's no sense in getting down the road and saying we can't do it anyway. So
Yeah. And that was my assumption where you guys were at. I just didn't want. Yeah, absolutely. I understand. So.
Good call, Kyle.
Well, we probably still need some water modeling done though.
well, I guess we would have to tell him specifically what it is that you want done that would not affect the 12-inch line. Yes, Cal. That's kind of where we are. So if there's something else.
I mean, we all know where it's at. It's that Dromore area we were all talking about. If he had some water modeling just in that little area, is my idea, my thoughts.
Well, and the plan that JUB came up, the last plan that I saw that they came up with, their solution to the Dromore problem was the same as our solution, other than the source of water. They were going to run those lines up to the Dromore area. They didn't explain how they were going to get the water from the 12-inch main up to the Dromore area, because it's quite a bit higher. Now, it would require another transfer station to get the water up there, because it's quite a ways further up there. Where the transfer from the lime kiln is 105 psi, and it would get the water up to Dromore. So the lines that they put in their last proposal actually were coming from the Cottonwood Court and going up to the Dromore line and just connecting it directly in. But they didn't explain how they were going to get it from the 12-inch line up to the Dromore area.
Sure.
Well, if he's going to be doing any water modeling, what he should be doing a water model on is our current design. Because Ted has concern that the 12-inch line isn't going to provide sufficient flow and pressure the way it's set up. So if you're going to do any water modeling, first of all, you probably want to model the current design, and if it meets the requirements, then then we're good. If it doesn't, then we need to come up with alternatives.
No, when you say current design, you mean as it exists in the water plan?
Correct.
Okay.
Like a 12-inch main going around, right?
Yeah.
That's a part of the water modeling costs that the board previously approved, which was just getting the water model up to what we are
Say that
currently
again?
and not investigating any other options.
It said on our
Jesse?
special, let me just read what it said on the special meeting that we approved. If DEQ approves the cost under the loan, then the board would like to do a full water model of the entire system. But for now, just to focus on the Dromore area. And then Colleen motioned to approve the task order number 2 for water modeling. Lost it there. And planning with water modeling and planning with not to exceed $10,000 followed by me. So I don't know if that really states that we said go ahead and do it as, I mean, we approved this last at the special meeting.
That was
Yeah.
passed. Yeah, and that was more for Dromore, I think, wasn't it?
Yeah,
Yeah.
because it says if,
Yeah.
but for now, just focus on the Dromore area. And Colleen motion to approve the task order number 2 for water modeling and planning,
Right.
not to exceed $10,000.
Yeah, and that was the one I changed, as long as it was paid by IDEQ, and we did get their approval, they'll pay it, so.
So then as I'm looking at this, it sounds like we already approved to have them do water modeling and planning for the Dromore area.
Yeah, but that was before we have any information from Laura. I think we came to the realization, and after Kyle looked at it, he sent an email saying that he was not going to advise us in that area until we got something from our bond counsel. So that's kind of the circle there. So
Okay. I'm just reading you what we approved.
yeah, no, you're right. You're right, Alan.
I think we're all on the same page. I think fortunately, I don't think, unless you guys feel like hey, we need this answer tomorrow, I think we're getting our ducks in a row, right? And what the worst thing would be happening is for Kyle to start doing this, and then you guys are like, hey, stop, we don't know what we're doing, and then, then there's just kind of a mess. Ideally, we get all of our ducks in a row, and then we can jump in there, be efficient, and then give you guys the right information.
I agree.
I agree too.
To jump into anything right now till we know what she says.
Yep.
Okay. All right. Anybody else?
Okay, so we're just gonna table this until we figure out from Macklin then?
Right, and I did contact her today, Kyle. I copied her.
Yeah, no, that's fine. Yep.
I saw that.
So hopefully a couple days, Kyle. She's really good about getting back to us.
Yeah. Yep.
Okay.
So table to next month's waiting approval from McLoone on bond language.
Or we'll call a special meeting if need be too, Jesse. Why don't we just say till we hear from Laura, and we can always call a special meeting.